uh, people. It's crazy stuff going on, like explosions, 3 or 4, 5 explosions. Russia, Illinois, China, and what will there come more? Um, yeah, folks, I know these things must happen, so that's all I know. And yeah, it's sad for the people who live there. You know, 38 people did die in China. Well, it will not be 38, but it will be doubled up or more. It depends how many people live there in that neighborhood. So better start to run for the smoke. It's very poisoning, and yeah, it's happening on this moment in 4 countries, almost on the same time. You know, like it is states or something. You know, and well, that is what I see. I see it is states and explosion plans. Huh? But okay, folks. Yeah, I look up strange of nothing. God did warn me, and well, I'm sorry for the people, but I will take it easy. You know, for me, it's not nothing is new what I hear. So yeah, I did warn. That's all I can say. I only did one, and be with me or be against me. Against me, then you do not listen, or else you will. You know, people say, take on the armor of God, take the whole armor of God on. No, folks, take the love of God, not the armor. We are not soldiers, so we are lovable people of God, right? So don't take the armor of God on. It's bullshit, folks. And I hear this thing, and then I think, why is this kind of talking? You know, like put the whole armor on of God. No, folks, take the love of God. Listen to God, and you will start to see the things or the way you need to go. It's easy, just be with God. But when you talk about an armor of God, then God will come like a soldier or something, and you need the armor on of God, so you become a knight or something. You know? I know what it means. Take on the armor of God. You know, that you will be with God, that you fight for God. But it's not what God wants. God wants your love, like any human being here on earth need love. This is also with God the same thing. He wants your love. So take away your soldier armor or your knight armor of God and just be with God, love God. That's all. But I hear this thing and then I think, oh man, that's completely wrong thinking of God because that is not God. It got nothing to do with God. So take away the whole armor of God and steal the love of God. If you cannot get it, steal it. Yeah? Steal the love of God. Steal it. But not the armor of God. Then you are like a warrior. You are not a warrior. There's also another thing, folks. If I'm walking into my street and I get a fight, I will talk. But if the fight will start and it will start against me, then I will do nothing. You understand? Hit me. Come on, hit me. You understand? I will do nothing. And that's a creepy deal for the most of you people because you will fight back to stay alive. I will do nothing. I will never fight. So I will not fight back. You understand? That's the real love of God. You know, this is what God did give me. So it's very important you listen to this. It's very important. Well, very important. And do this thing. Do it. I like to tell you another story, folks. When I was young, maybe I was 13, 14 years old, something like this, 15 or 16. I don't know anymore precisely, but yeah, boys did come by my door. It was nice weather, and they told me, "Yeah, we go swim." And then I say, "Yeah, I come with you." So we go swim, and then we find a bridge we can dive off, you know. But the first one who did dive did not come out of the water again. I tell my friends, why he is so long on the water? And then he stayed too long on the water, 3 minutes, and I started to run to people to call, because it did take too long. And also, I did not dive into the water when this started to happen, and all the boys who were with me. And this is how I did lose a friend. And I saw it with my own eyes, you know. And he did dive with his head into a heater, an old heater from long time ago. You can open the door and you can put wood in it or things, to make it hot in your room. It was that kind of heater, and this door was open, and he did go with his head into this heater, this open heater, and yeah, he did die. But I think he must have lots of pain before he did die because he was standing with his body right up, you know, and his ears and did go into this thing, and it did hit the side of his face and his ears. So he did have a lot of pain and did scream on the water. I think must be happened that way, And I was shocked when this did happen, and we did go home like little crying boys. Uh, I still remember the thing what did happen. Unbelievable. So maybe it's good to understand this story that you will not dive in something you do not know. It's just warnings, folks. I did get this. Almost this did happen with myself. You know, because I was almost the first one who dived in, but this other boy was in front of me. He dived, and then I want to dive, but I did not see coming up directly. When you dive, you come up directly, yeah. But he did stay underwater, and then I already thought, oh my God, something go wrong in that water. And then I did wait with my friends a few minutes, and then we started to run to people who will call the police and the ambulance and all that kind of, you know. And he did come out of the water together with the heater around his neck, so his whole head did go in. And this is how he drowned. And his ears did bleed. And his side of his face, his head did bleed, so he must have screamed on the water, screaming on the water. Folks, that is a terrible death. You know, I only want this also can happen with you if you don't watch out, because everywhere is lurking the devil and his things, you know. So now this chemical plant explode and another thing explode and a factory explode and um, three, four explosions next to each other, like it is like a walking explosion flame. You know, it go like in any country an explosion on the same time. That must be staged. Like the boy who did go with the head in this heater. You know, that was not staged. But I think this is staged, folks. You can tell me a lot. But if explosions start to happen on the same time, huh, that is very strange. Accidentally? No, 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 no. No way. No. But God did warn me for this kind of things, folks. It was a long time ago that many explosions will happen. And this is one of the deals of God. You understand? What God did tell me with the explosions and much more explosions to come. You know, maybe not today or today, or else it will be in another time, but lots of explosions to come. So also missiles who will go wrong and will fall on own ground and all that kind of things. I saw it all, folks. It did come back and the whole thing there explode, So this also will start to happen in lots of times. It will go wrong. They will shoot something into the air and it comes back, and then it explodes. So yeah, this thing also will happen lots of times. Like I did say a long time ago about the explosions and all that kind of things, folks. So yeah, I know about it, but it takes time. And well, the time is right now to explode, to let things explode. Also, I did talk about bridges, what will collapse and fall down, and uh, like buildings, what will collapse and fall down. And also, they will do something with the dams where the water holding, you know, it also will collapse. And this is also staged by people, and they will use it like weapons, uh, so that many people will die. And this is already still need to happen. It did happen already a few times, but not many people did die. But when the big things start to happen, many people will die in America because uh, all these dams are ready to collapse. And this is done by dirty people. So that's why I also say go from America because or else you're gonna die. Uh, yeah, I did talk about these things, folks, and for me, it's not strange to hear about these explosions, what did happen next to each other, minutes next to each other, like it was a big deal to let it explode. You understand? So yeah, folks, it's a crazy world, and you will get crazy side to see. But be ready to see it, and be ready to learn from it, and stay away from it. So steal the love of God and give back the armor of God. Is never what God wants. That you will become a soldier of God. You know, you will become a lovable person of God. You understand? You will work for Him in love, not like a soldier. You need to be with the devil. So put the whole armor on of the devil, and please leave God alone. Thank you. End of the story. Case closed, folks.